It's halftime at the arena dito sa San Juan City. Just about to get started with the second half. Arellano University up by 4 points. Let's break down the halftime statistics.
Check out the field goals for the Blazers. 8 out of 39. That translates to 21%. Para dito naman sa Arellano, 11 out of 32, 34%. But the rebounding really the big thing para sa Arellano. That's why sila pa rin ang lamang dito. The assists, another big thing that Arellano usually leads. But the Blazers leading that category 7-3. So Arellano, they are getting their points off the one-on-one of John Pinto. Turnovers, huge statistic. Arellano with 17 turnovers. That's just too many turnovers in one half. Usually pang entire ball game na yan. And then the Blazers able to convert 10 points of those turnovers. Kaya naman nakahabol itong Benilde in the second quarter.
Of course, John Pinto standing out above the rest with 13 points para sa Arellano University. Mark Romero, the standout man for CSB with 9 points. Of course, itong si John Pinto is going to need a little bit of help from the supporting cast. The next scorer para sa kanya, 3 points pa lamang ang shoot para dito sa Arellano. Of course, heading into this game, we expected a high-scoring ball game. Two of the most potent offenses in the NCAA. So far, nakikita natin, medyo stifled ang scoring natin because of the field goal percentage na nakikita nga natin. Napakababa for two teams.
So both teams coming with a good defensive plan to try to shut down their opponents.
Contact inside. John Pinto took one to the head. Na-involve pa ang cameraman natin. The player still down here for the Blazers as we take a look at it again. Lost control of the handle.
That's Paulo Taha. Looks like Paulo Taha is okay. Built like a rock.
Certainly, yung nakabangga niya rin, like a rock, itong si John Pinto. First 2 points of the half went to CSB Blazers. Pinto. Making it difficult para kay Jonathan Gray. Gray once again. We're going to use the high screen. Spin move inside. Runs into a wall in the key. Another block shot para sa Arellano.
After the first 2 quarters, both teams should see now what kind of defense both teams are showing. So yung adjustment at the half, very key for both these teams to be able to try and pull away in the third.
Halalo, basket in transition. It's an inside shot here from Romero. Answering that 2 points from Arellano.
We didn't see too many minutes from Halalo in the first 2 quarters. Let's see if Coach Jerry Cordillera will actually give him more minutes, try to give him more scoring opportunities.
Block inside from the Arellano Chiefs. Nasagot naman dito ng CSB Blazers. Bangga. Nasupalpal. Defensive intensity being shown here by the Chiefs. They look to put on the press here. That's a misplaced pass. Muntika ng naagaw from the Blazers. Taha. They're going to clear out that space and allow him to work. Goes inside. That's good defense. Wala kay Bangga. Hesitation. Pulled up for the jumper. No goal. Gets a second shot. Knocks that down. Halalon.
Giovanni Halalon, one of those players that makes his presence felt every single time he's on the floor. Alam mo, may mga players that just cruise, are just part of the ball game. You know, they're happy to be ball movers, they're happy to be screeners, but Giovanni Halalon, not that type of player. He is scrappy, he will fight for that basketball, he will get his points, he will be remembered by his coach every single time he's on the floor.
Playing good defense as well on Cinco. Going inside, napakasigip. Finding the space, no, that's blocked by Bangga once again.
That was a good defense para kay Nico Bangga.
John Pinto, just so difficult to shackle. He's going to the line here for 2 shots. Reminds me a little bit like of a Mark Jackson type point guard.
Not really that quick, but knows how to play one-on-one.
Always in control, using the body to good use. John Pinto looking to add to his 13 points in this game. Knocks down the first. Extending his advantage to 5 points. Pag umaarangkada ng Blazers, parating may sagot dito ang Arellano Chiefs.
Well, that's the beauty of the basketball here in the NCAA. Parating may pangsagot yung kabila. And the big leads are only really able to materialize once the opposing team just runs away from what they're trying to do.
On so many occasions, nakita natin na kahit 17 points, 20 points lang kalamangan, ay talagang nakahabol pa rin. It's a whistle on the play. Romero going over to discuss with Cinco.
Always key in a basketball game, decision making. When you make good decisions, that means you can maximize the opportunities given to you.
Bounce of separation, and yan na naman yung mga mintis up close to the basket. Alalo working inside, drops it off. Banga. Mintis. Just the offensive rebounds from Arellano Chiefs. Really doing the damage here contra sa Blazers.
And that's what we were talking about at the half. Yung kanilang rebounding is what's carried them so far. 33 rebounds in the first 2 quarters compared to only 19 for the Blazers.
Missed opportunity there. But they get the steal. Back in the basket, gives it up to Cinco. That's selfless basketball from the Blazers.
The leader giving up that basketball. Then his point guard also giving it up once again to him. That's the beauty when you lead by example.
Take a look at that. Fast break once again from CSB. Picking it off, giving it up, and getting it right back for the 2 points. Directly traffic with Cinco. Jonathan Gray taking over from the wing. Saavedra. 10 to work with here. Cinco pulls up for 3. Hits back iron. Saavedra kept it alive. Fast break dito para sa Arellano. Banga adjusting in mid-air. Misses the layup. Jonathan Gray takes the contact. No basket. Pupunta siya sa linya for 2 shots.
The spark plugs for both teams. Jonathan Gray here in the 3rd quarter. Giovanni Halalon for Arellano on the other end. Makikita mo kapag hawak nila yung bola, they make things happen.
Jonathan Gray gonna earn 2 shots here from the line.
We talked about it. Players that make an impact. Players that the coaches always look for. Guys that can make a difference on the court.
Shuffling of the pack here from both coaches. Johnson has checked in para sa CSB Blazers. Alalo and Pinto remain on the court para kay Coach Jerry Codinera. As well as Banga. All 3 players have made a good impact in this 3rd quarter. Misses the second. Remains a 5-point lead here para sa Arellano. Pinto looks interested in taking on Johnson one-on-one. Creating the separation. It's his same shot he's been taking. But this time, mintis ang kanyang tira. 5 seconds to work with. Agovida. House from the free throw line. Mintis ang kanyang tira. Jonathan Gray looking to attack. Gets it back. It's got Banga to go against. And look at that for a pass inside.
All of a sudden, the Blazers forcing turnovers, speeding the ball game a little bit more. Only down by 3. You can feel that the shift of the momentum is now with the Blazers.
Natapik inside di Romero. Pero nakita ang bola sa kanila. John Pinto coming up with that pass. Vida. Beautiful layup. Took the contact on the play as well. CSB Blazers, great transition play. Pero bumawi naman agad dito ang Arellano, picking that off. How about that for a play? And Keith Agovida heading to...
It was a good first half for them, according to Coach Jerry Cordillera, except that they missed a couple of easy baskets. Also, he doesn't want to see them waiting for the ball. Instead, they have to look to run and push the ball. Also, what's lacking daw sa kanila, walang humingi screen. A screen is as good as an assist. So they have to help their teammates get better looks at the basket. For CSB naman, hindi nagustuhan ni Coach Gabby na maraming one-on-one plays ang Blazers tong first half. They're not making an extra pass and not even looking for their open teammates. Dito sa second half, Coach wants them to play more as a team wherein they're successful. Check it out.
Thank you so much. Apple Devin on the sidelines.
So interesting what Apple mentioned about Coach Jerry. That a screen is as good as an assist, or it's as valuable as an assist. When you put that type of a mindset on your players, di mag-uunahan na kayo mag-screen yan. That's such a great way to put of team play para kay Coach Jerry.
Attacking the basket, Jonathan Graham. Sinasabi mo nga, Dom, siya yung impact player in this third quarter. And he's answering the call here para kay Coach Gabby Velasco. Takes the contact and the basket there.
On the other end naman, Coach Gabby Velasco wanting his players to play more as a team. And that's just not on offense, but even on defense. That's why they've actually forced a lot more turnovers once again here in the third quarter and trying to maximize those turnovers, translating them into points.
4-point game, make that a 3-point game here. John Pinto, the steady man for Arellano, directing traffic here against Johnson. Going one-on-one here against Saavedra, missing the jumper. Now, Coach Jerry Cordillera, sinasabi niya, he's looking for his boys to push the pace here in this second half. I feel as if that might be to the advantage of Benilde. They've been coming back to the game every time the medyo bumibilis yung laro.
Well, once Arellano tries to speed things up, they end up turning the ball over. That's why it seems that it's to the advantage of the Blazers. It's because of the good defense. But Coach Jerry knows na yun yung advantage nila. When they're not turning the ball over, they are able to score on transition. Pero in the first 2.5 quarters, it hasn't been the case. So the big key for them is not to turn the ball over.
Mark Romero misses the first from the charity line. Blazers have been close in this game on several occasions, pero hindi pa nila nakukuha ang kalamangan sa laro natin. So far, yun na lang ang nagkukulang sa kanilang effort. 2 misses there for Romero. Medyo masakit para sa kanila. As John C. Holtz checks into the game. Hasn't been as effective in this game just yet.
But arguably with the best first name in the league.
I'd have to agree. Pinto. Lots of movement inside, but he's going to go one-on-one against Johnson. His favorite shot from the elbow, knocks it down.
The spacing that Arellano gives John Pinto to be able to just lull his guy and get the 2 points. Pinto now with 17 points in the ball game.
Looking for the opening. Wide open is Jonathan Gray. Corner 3, knocks it down.
We talked about sacrifice. We talked about leadership. We've talked about playing as a team. Romero showing those 3 qualities in that play.
Halalon, nakakita ng buwang. Sumagot dito with 2 points in the lane.
You know, the advantage of Arellano is ang gagaling nila kasi sa one-on-one. You have Pinto, you have Agovida, you have itong si Halalon able to break down the defense.
CSB looking to reply with some team basketball, but that's a miss. Wala kay Johnson. Halalon giving it up to Pinto. Pinto attacking the basket, drops it off para kay Banga. Mintis ang tira. Saavedra gets the board. Johnson looking to push the pace here. Sharing the basketball to Jonathan Gray. Bit of a tougher shot with a hand in his face.
That time Arellano was able to see that pass and able to extend out and challenge that 3-point shooter.
Whistle blown off the ball. Johnson ang matatawagan dito. It looks like a bit of a push. Si Saavedra actually ang natawagan ng personal foul. It's a 4-point lead para sa Arellano University. We're heading at CSB, Mark Romero and Jonathan Gray, and they've come up in this game and shown us why they have been the main men para dito kay Coach Gabby Velasco.
Well, these two guys are interchangeable at the 3 and the 4 spot. They're both long, they're tall, they can shoot from the outside, they can break down the defense. That's why it's a headache for the opposing team to be able to try to match up against these two guys. Bringing it once again in this ball game are both Romero and Jonathan Gray. Jonathan Gray in this third quarter has really lit things up. He has now a total of 11, 7 coming dito sa ating third quarter. Ito namang si Romero has 17 in total, 8 in this third.
Really coming up big in this second half. Johnson taking over, taking advantage of that turnover, pero nabutata at the rim. Halalon. Turnover for another turnover here, and CSB attacking the basket. Holtz looking to get some control here for the Chiefs as they slow things down. Celia Cruz. Arellano now moving the ball around, getting away from that one-on-one basketball that they've been playing. Halalon. Titira ang 3 points. Same manner, itong si Johnson looking to slow things down just a bit here para sa CSB. Final 2 minutes of the third quarter. Jonathan Gray pinahinga by Coach Gabby Velasco, but Romero remains in the game. Gets the ball here, 3-point shot. No go. Si Holtz na mismo magbababa dito para sa Arellano. Looking to attack immediately is Keith Agovida. Whistle blown. Ball gonna go the way of the Blazers. As we take a look at this defensive block inside on Johnson. That slow-mo replay brought to you by Smart. Jump into an all-access pass of awesomeness. Jump into Smart. They've been knocking on the door for quite some time now. Taha has checked in for more offensive power para kay Coach Gabby Velasco as Saavedra knocks that down, making it a 2-point ball game.
On Saavedra, his first 2 points. 5 points rather for Saavedra.
Pinto. Same move this time. The separation, natawagan siya dun ng offensive foul.
Looks like Johnson a better matchup for John Pinto. For the Blazers advantage because he can match up with the size. That time John Pinto got to that little push.
Taha attacking Holtz. No fear whatsoever dito kay Paulo Taha. Nakita niya yung higante sa lane. He went right at him. When he gets the contact, he's going to go to the line for 2 shots.
Taha had 6 points in the first quarter. Hasn't scored since. But continues to be aggressive.
Went to the line quite a few times in that first half. 3 throws.
4 out of 4 in that first half, missing the first one today.
Romero missed a couple in this third quarter. Taha following suit. Chance to get at least 1 on this trip. Nothing but net on that one. 1-point ball game. Johnson, nagawa niyang maitigil itong si John Pinto on the last set. Agovida, atake inside. On the stretch there, left-handed, knocks it down.
Also waking up itong si Keith Agovida, 5 points in the third quarter. That's why he's been the best player for Arellano in the past 2 of their 3 games.
Paulo Taha, ito na naman, umaatake sa basket. The shooting might be a little cold, but he's getting to the line here, and then you see the stretch from Keith Agovida to convert this layup. Perhaps the perfect opportunity for the likes of Paulo Taha to loosen up, get that confidence back from their stroke.
You know, the free throw, a lot of it is mental. Dahil kaya nga free throw, di ba? It's free and nobody's guarding you, but there are so many thoughts that go into your head when you take that free throw.
Knocks down both there. Could be the foundation for the second half explosion here para kay Paulo Taha. Pinto. Dalawang option for a screen, uses Holtz. Sets it up for a wide open three-pointer with this. And they can push the ball here. Taha. Slows down the pace, Saavedra. Tatawagan siya ng traveling good. Isipin niya kung ititira niya yung bola, he thought better of it, but moved the feet before he dribbled the ball.
Saavedra, that's one of the things that he needs to work on in his basketball game. The number of times that he's gotten called for that same infraction. So it's really just a split second na umangat na yung pivot football, hindi mo bumabagsak yung bola.
Foul in the backcourt mula kay Johnson. Final shot time na dito para sa Arellano, and it would be no surprise kung si John Pinto ang kukuha ng bola dito. Shuffling the pack a little bit, Sergio Cruz, inilabas ni Coach Codinera. Natapik ni Johnson, pero mapupunta pa rin kay Pinto ang bola. Creates the separation. This time it rattles out. And that's how it ends here. The CSB Blazers getting just that little bit closer dito sa Arellano University Chiefs. It's 46 Benilde, Arellano 47.